Under the earth, a giant power is silently accumulating. And when it wakes up, the whole world will shake. It swallows forests, burns life, and turns the sky into darkness. Today's story is about the day nature unleashed its wrath. A quiet early morning, before the sun rose high, the ground shook gently. At first, the tribe members didn't pay attention to it. To them, minor tremors of the earth sometimes happened. In the far horizon, the giant mountain seemed to wake up. And then, suddenly, a terrifying explosion resounded across the land. That sound was so loud, it shook the vast grassland. From the peak, a column of red fire shot straight into the sky. Hot lava began to pour down the mountainside like rivers of fire. Ash began to fall everywhere, like a cold, gray rain. The volcano had truly erupted, changing the landscape forever. Prehistoric humans understood they had to leave immediately. The group began to run towards lower ground to escape. But they were not the only creatures fleeing. On the vast grassland, countless animals moved in panic. Giant herds of elephants walked fast, shaking the ground. Herds of antelopes ran like the wind through tall grass. Ancient buffaloes gathered, running together to find safety. Even the saber-toothed tigers left their familiar territory. The boundary between predator and prey seemed to disappear. No hunts took place, no growls fighting for food. Only creatures trying to run as fast as possible to survive. Lava continued to flow, glowing red like blood. Dry forests began to catch fire as lava reached them. Fire spread quickly, burning trees and dry grass. Thick black smoke covered the sky, blocking the sun. The temperature rose rapidly, making the air suffocating. The entire grassland behind was engulfed in fire. Columns of black smoke rose high into the sky. The sky was completely covered by thick ash. Their faces were exhausted after the long escape. Strangely, many animals were also resting around them. No predators, no prey, only small creatures facing the giant power. They all faced the giant, unstoppable power of the earth. The next morning, the sky gradually brightened as ash settled. The volcano in the distance was still smoking. But its terrifying wrath had finally subsided after the storm. The herd stood up, continuing their journey to find new land. The tribe also stood up, looking at their old home. That place was now only ashes and smoke. But they were still alive, meaning they could start over. The tribe leader looked towards the smoldering volcano. He understood a very simple thing about survival. Humans can never truly defeat the power of nature. But humans can learn to adapt to it. Nature can destroy everything in just one day. But nature also gives humans the chance to start over. And from the ashes, humanity continued to walk. Because no matter how the world changes, the will to survive never dies. And then, the sky began to change after many days. Heavy clouds gathered high above the devastated land. The sky was no longer the deadly gray color of ash, but dark clouds were bringing something else to the earth. A flash of lightning lit up the horizon. Then, a low rumble of thunder echoed through the space. And then, the rain began to pour down heavily. The first drops fell on the hot ash. A soft red light spread across the vast African grassland. In a sparse forest, a small group of prehistoric humans woke up. They had no sturdy houses, no sophisticated tools. Only crude stone spears, animal skins, and survival instincts. In a sparse forest, a small group of prehistoric humans woke up. Last night, they slept very little due to the danger. The growls of large beasts echoed from afar throughout the night. But when dawn came, their fear temporarily receded. A new day began, and with it, the struggle to find food. The group left the forest, heading out to the vast grassland. Hot wind blew through the chest-high grass of the savanna. A new day began, and with it, the struggle to find food. For many predators, that was a perfect meal. But not for the humans of that time. They were not fast enough to chase antelopes, nor strong enough to bring down large beasts.
In fact, most of the time, humans were just scavengers.
Last night, they slept very little due to the danger. But today, there was absolutely nothing left for them. Time passed. The sun rose higher. Hunger began to gnaw.